fun. So I'm out here dating again, and the last time I was looking to score, I was smoking pot, listening to the Grateful Dead, and I'll work on that. And you know, when you're out here at this age, there's not too many options really. So, you know, my friend said, well, go out, go hit the bars. And so I did. I went out and I hit the bars, and I have to tell you that really, there's just not much going on at 4:30 in the afternoon. I was looking for the early bird specials, and there are certainly early birds, but there's nobody special there. And then you hit the clubs, and the music starts at 9 o'clock. And boy, I just didn't know what to do. Do I floss before I leave home, or do I take it with me? And then there's always a dilemma: do these slippers match this belt? So if you don't make it in the bars, then you have your wives, the wives of your friends trying to set you up with their girlfriends, and it's always, hey, I want to set you up with a girlfriend. And I've learned, instead of asking, well, what does she look like, I just go right to the, well, what does she do for a living? And it comes back with always, well, she's a welder. And so right away I know what she looks like. It's just a little bit easier that way. With a guy, you don't have to go through all those gyrations. You ask a guy, you know, hey, your wife wants to set me up with her girlfriend, and it's very clear. Or, you know, there's always the, or I'd do work. We're always looking for that, right? That's very simple. The smallest book on the bookshelf, what guys think about. The narrowest book on the bookshelf, what guys think about. And we don't like that joke. So if you're not being set up, if you can't make it in the bars or the clubs, and you're not being set up by your friends' wives, you can always hit the online scene, and there's lots of options out there. You could go to the site that's not a dating site, but rather a relationship site, and they try to harmonize you and set you up with somebody, and they do that by asking you all these questions. And questions, you know, so it's a dreary Sunday morning, which would you rather do? A, stay in bed and cuddle, or B, go fishing with the guys? And I'm looking for C. It depends. So anyway, speaking of fishing, there's this other site out there. You're all familiar with it, right? Plenty of Fish. You've heard of that? plentyoffish.com? POF for those of us in the know. And you fill out the profile. I'm a guy, I'm a man looking for a woman with teeth. It's a free site, and you have to narrow it down. And you click, and all these buttons come, all these pictures come up, and they're about this big. And everybody looks good in these pictures because they have to kind of make them small like this. And so you go, oh, okay, and you click on that, and it's whoa. And you're jumping back, and you're just thinking, that scene in Jaws, remember the last scene in Jaws where that shark came up on the back and boom, like this? And so I'm looking for a scuba tank. You kind of throw it at my screen. There's other specialty sites you've heard of, for those that are spiritually advanced, the Dharma Date, dharmadate.com, Dharma like in, you know, Karma or Dalai Lama. And so I looked up Dharma just to see what it meant. And it's a secret word for those that are spiritually advanced, and if you have to look it up, you're not. And then, so I settled on Match. I got into Match, and that was a lot of fun. It's like going into a cafeteria. You know, you're going along the cafeteria, and you get to pick this, and you get to pick this, and you could go right to the desserts if you want. So you could be a man looking for a woman, and so I filled my profile out. I'm a man looking for a woman between 35 and 36. They make you put in a range, and you get to decide, you know, even, you know, hair, you know, what color, or eyes, what color, and then you get to pick, amazingly, what their income bracket is. So, you know, 35,000 or less, 35 to 50. So I picked 150,000, of course, 150,000 or more, and then you get to pick, unbelievably, you get to pick body type. So you got, you know, slender. You know, a few extra pounds, curvy, athletic and toned. And so I picked athletic and toned. So I'm looking for a 35 to 36-year-old woman with hair, athletic and toned, making $150,000 within 5 miles of my house. But there aren't very many out there. But there's a lot of athletic and toned women, and I'll tell you, I dated a few of them, and I couldn't help but ask them, could you tell me which fold exactly is athletic and which one is toned? Just tell me that. But I did meet someone. The perfect match. She came along, and We get along really well. She smiles and she's very kind to me. And I'm just so happy to have another woman in my life and in my home. And I get reminded of it every day. Every day I get reminded of the gift that a woman brings into your home. Sometimes twice a day. Truly, it's twice a day. And you kind of get all done, and you reach over, and you reach for that softness and that gift that woman brings into your home. That two-ply quilted just really does make it.